Hi there, it's Mark Carlson here. So this week's video, the quickest way to freedom. So what does that mean? Well, when we're in prison, it is essentially that we don't feel good, right? We're stuck when we don't feel good. That's the ultimate truth about any part of your life. When you don't feel good, it's like being in prison because we can't enjoy life anymore. We're not with life anymore because our focus is on the pain that's going on internally. So the quickest way to freedom is to get rid of that emotional discord, and the way to do that is to feel your feelings, and I'm going to explain in this video exactly how to do that. So feeling your feelings is the quickest way to freedom. Now you might say, well, of course I'm feeling my feelings all of the time, and that's why when it's painful, I'm feeling the feeling of it being painful. But essentially what happens is an emotion will come. The emotion might come without you recognizing why, or it might come because something in the outer world has upset you, or at least your interpretation of something that's happened in the outer world upsets you, right? And so there's the feeling body's coming up. And then the mind says, I don't want to feel that feeling. They're two different energies. Your feeling body is a different energy to your mental body. And so when you've got that force going on, you've got pain. So pain is emotional pain is a resistance to feeling, because there's the emotional pain and there's the mental judgment of the emotional pain that says, I don't want you there. It should be different. I don't want to feel this. I don't like this. Okay? And that is prison. So when we're able to take the mental judgment off and allow the feeling to come up, we're free. So how to do that? That's exactly what we need to learn, right? Because when you feel your feelings, when you allow the feeling to be what it is, you're free. So a feeling is just a feeling, but what the mind tends to do is give it a story. I feel like this because that happened, or he said that, or she said that, or that occurred, or that event, or I found myself in that event, whatever it is, right? So the mind has a story attached to the feeling. So the first thing you've got to do is take the story off and recognize there's a feeling inside of me. Let's imagine it's just a feeling. It has no story attached to me, but it's blocked because it doesn't feel very nice. So when a feeling is flowing, it's gone. It comes and goes. If it hurts, it's because there's a judgment usually, or there's some form of blockage. So I've got to learn first and foremost to let the feeling be just a feeling, right? So it's a feeling. Let's forget about why it's there. Of course, you've got to get off your stuff to be able to do that. So if you're stuck in the story, you won't be able to do this. So you've got to get off the story about why you think the feeling's there and just recognize, in my internal presence right now, in my life, there's a feeling I don't like, right? This is not comfortable. This is uncomfortable, and it doesn't feel good. So to do that, off the story, you drop the story. And then you come back and you look at the feeling and you say to the feeling, you can be here. I'm not going to try and get rid of you, right? Because the judgment says, I don't want you here. You've got to get away. So there's a disruption or an opposition within ourselves. And so that doesn't work. So you've got to take the judgment off and say, it's okay to the feeling. You can literally talk to the feeling and say, it's okay. You can hang out here. I'm not going to try and get rid of you anymore. In fact, give me your best shot. What's it like? I'm going to actually relax right now and let this feeling that I've been denying flow through me. And you keep opening your system. You keep opening your feeling body. You keep opening and expanding who you think you are, and allow life to be as it is right now. You allow that feeling sense to flow through you. Right? That's what you do right here and right now. You allow the feeling to do exactly what it wants. You keep opening and say, yeah, you can be here. There's nothing you need to do. You can stay here forever if you want to. Now the feeling won't. It's a flow of energy. So all it wants to do is flow through you. And when you give it permission to do that, everything will change. You'll find your freedom again when that happens. And you're also then taking responsibility for the feeling because it's inside of you. It's going on. You might think that it's because of him, her, or that, but it's not that. because all him, her and that have just triggered something that was already there, and it means that you're mature enough to heal that feeling, and you heal it by letting it do whatever it wants without a story attached, right? You just let the feeling flow through you. It's okay, you can hang out here, give me your best shot, let me experience this feeling, right? And if it means I'm going to die, then okay, I'll experience the feeling. That will never happen though. The thing that will happen is you'll get closer to an experience of love, because you're unblocking your system so that life force can then flow through it and you feel free. Have an absolutely fantastic day when you watch this. I look forward to talking to you again next time. Thank you so much.